Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Block. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 12-yard line.
Mark 59. Oh, you got deep? Slam. I got listen.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Fighting through, and he's got space. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 88 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. McCaffrey on the counter. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
On second down at 4. Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Check 53 is mine. Gun. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
12. Check. Good. You ain't good.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Line 40. Mike 58, right there. No gain on this defense, no gain. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go read option with Wilson. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Cut, alert. Mike 53, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They keep it with Barkley on first down and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you.
This is Mostert. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. 58, boy, 58 to Mike. Man out.
On first down, Love. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Love. And Graham's got it, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. McCaffrey following the penalty. And an alley to run. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Love. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now it's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, Love. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's get it. What?
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Stay with your man. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. One left. Hey, 0.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
One left.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Watch the edge. Slide.
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mostert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now
it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. Yeah. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Right, 40! Hey, come on, now.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing his lock. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check 53's Mike.
They'll run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Further. The screen.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked in to what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They're running it.
Now Wilson running left on the option. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
53, Mike 53. You're not right.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Slam, slam, slam. 12.
Out of the gun, Luck. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big Big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
And the Patriot first down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Now Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check nine, Mexico.
On 1st and 10, Locke. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Luck now to throw. This complete to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Luck now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Luck. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Mostert. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
59. We own it. We own it.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You got...
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. Today's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt.
So I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?